let's jump on board with a trend that is way past its prime. Hey, what's up people, this is Dark Creates. My name is Joshua Dow and I'm an artist, and in this video we are going to take a look at some of my artwork, just random ones, and I'm going to put them into a tier list. I've never done this before, but I thought it would be quite the cool idea. So yeah, let's just get into it. So the tiers that I have made here are basically starting at the bottom, which is just like no, meaning I just don't like the artwork at all. Then could have done better, where I know I recognize my mistakes and I just think I could have executed it better. Then good, just like solid, good artwork. Then very well executed, where I think that I have acquired a certain skill set and I executed it, I put it down onto paper in a good way. And then the top one is just Jesus Took the Wheel, where essentially I don't even know how I got to the end of this artwork, how it turned out so good. It's just kind of intuition, and I can't even put it down to one of my skills. It's just like that happened for some reason. Also, before we jump into it, I know that when you're at the beginning stages of becoming an artist and you see someone else's artwork and they say they think it is really bad, while to you it might seem like artwork that is very good, or that might be better than what you do at the moment or the same level. I'm not trying to put down anybody's progress. I wish you a great journey in art. I'm just kind of doing all this from a very subjective standpoint of me looking at my own art, and not saying that generally art that looks a certain way is bad. It's just like these literally my own artworks, and oftentimes my opinion is also not based on the skill that I had at that point in time, but more like for the skill set that I had, did I put them down on paper successfully. So there'll be a lot of older ones in here that maybe technically are not so good, I still liked for that point in time. So it's not based on level of skill, essentially. Enough talk, let's just get into it. So I have lined up just a couple of random ones here, so let's just start right with the first one. So this artwork is very recent. I really like it, and yeah, it's essentially a landscape painting, which I don't, or an environment painting, which I don't do very often. I would actually put this to Jesus Took the Wheel, because I feel like with drawing I have more control over what I'm doing, while with paintings, even digital paintings, I feel like it's more like intuition, and I'm lucky if it turns out good. It's not actually my brain knowing what to do. So yeah, this first one is right placed up there. Then we have this one, which was an artwork that I did for a client, and I have to say, unfortunately, that I have to put it in could have done better. And I noticed a lot that I think a lot of client work that I did is, or would be if it was on this list, in the could have done better folder, and I think that is because I expect them to want a certain level of detail, so I maybe go a little bit more detailed, a little bit more clearer with my art than I would naturally do, and I think sometimes that just pulls down the artwork in the end. Then we have this, which is a very recent draw this in your style artwork, and I think it is good. I like it. It's quite quick, quite simple, but I feel like I did a good job of it, so that's where it's gonna go. This next artwork was part of my last uni project last semester, and I actually won a prize for this, and it's only like a small part of the big project. Yeah, they really liked it. I think more of the meaning behind it, which I'm not going to get into now because it's would be too long to explain everything. But I think it's good. I think traditional is just not necessarily my cup of tea. I think I did a good job, but it's definitely not my, I wouldn't put it above good, I think. And this is a client artwork that I actually like. I know I just said that most of them I don't like that much, but this one I do, because it kind of made me get into cartoon artwork more, which I don't usually tend to do, but I kind of taught myself how to do it for this project, and I think it turned out quite well. I'd say it's also good, but I'm not going to put it over either of these. I think it's going to be at the bottom of good so far. This next one is an artwork that I did for Radjava, which is a clothing company that I've collabed with a bunch of times. I made a video actually, which is right here, about the first collaboration that I did with them. So yeah, make sure to check that out if you're interested. And with this artwork, I really like it. I think it turned out really well. And am I going to put it to very well executed or to Jesus took the wheel? I think it's still more very well executed. I really like it, but I don't feel like it's something, like I feel like I know why I like it. I know how I got there. It's not like anything special that I'm surprised with myself for doing. Then we have this watercolor painting of Tyler, the Creator. I like it. I think it's good. I think, or was it very well? No, it's going to be good. Am I going to put it above or below this uni artwork? Because I think that it looks better. However, there was essentially no creativity going into it because it's just copied from a picture. So I think I'm going to put it below that other uni piece. And then this next one, I'm just going to put directly into no, because I do not like it at all. And I think that I could have done better, but I could have done a lot better. And I know, like, this is not very old, actually. I know a lot more, and it does not represent the skill set where I was at the moment at all. And yeah, it's just kind of all a mess and a jumble, and I don't like it. This next artwork was actually my very first project for university that I did, and it also represents a series of artworks, which I'm going to blend into the screen, all of them, and I really like it. Again, I don't know if it's very well executed. Jesus took the wheel. I think at that point, it's going to be Jesus took the wheel. I think nowadays, if I made something like that, it'll be very well executed because I've learned a lot since then. But it was kind of through that project that I learned those skills that will make it very well executed, if that makes any sense at all. Yeah, I like it a lot. I like the shape language. I like all of these pieces, and I like the bold difference, the bold contrast between black and white, which is very prominent in my art, and I think this was a very important project on my way to that. Then here we have another Klein artwork that I have to say I do not like at all, again, and I'm going to put it to no, because I just don't like it. And this piece is actually also a video that I made, which you can also find right like in the top right corner of the screen, and it is part of the 100 Heads challenge, and I'm going to put it to very well executed because I think they turned out very well. And this last, if you've watched the video, this was the 10th day of the 100 Heads challenge. The last 10 heads, all of the other 90 heads that I drew before that in this challenge were drawn from reference, and then I decided to kind of take the last day to come up with my own heads totally from imagination without any reference, and I think I did a really good job of that. I was very happy with the outcome, and that's why it is very well executed. Then we have this artwork, which is just another example of my typical style of drawing a character, and I'd say it's good. I don't like it quite as much as this more recent one, but I think it's good. Then we have another Jesus took the wheel piece. This was and actually, now that I'm looking at the three up there, they're all environmental pieces. So I must always feel like, because I'm not as good at drawing environments, that when I end up doing a good one, it feels like it wasn't me who did it. It was like a higher power who did that, because I don't really know myself how I got there. And yeah, but I do really like it. Do I like it more than that one? That's a difficult question. I think I like it a little bit more than the black and white one. Okay, then we have another recent artwork. Actually, it's not very recent, but it's about the same time as the one that I just showed, the one with the castle on top of the hill and the ocean and stuff. It's about the same time, but a very different outcome, and I'm going to put it to no as well. I think I actually like it least out of all of these, and sorry, I think I placed this one wrong. I like it better than that one. Moving on to the next one. So Okay, a little bit of context. These two that are up next were both for a character design challenge on Facebook with the prompt Elf Warrior, I think. And I did this one first, and I'm gonna put it to no. I hate the way it turned out. Like I said, I don't usually do digital paintings as often, and I tried this digital painting style that, I don't know, I just don't feel it worked out very well. I'm gonna put it to no. Do I hate it? Yeah, I think I hated most of all of them. I really didn't like the outcome, and that is a very objective thing. I know a lot of people like the way this looks. I do not. But then I decided to participate in this character design challenge again because I did not like the outcome of the previous artwork. And I decided to make another Elf Warrior, a different approach, and this one is going to be another Jesus Took the Wheel one because I think the composition is good. I think the painting is good. I created a brush especially for this. It's going to be a Jesus Took the Wheel one because I really enjoy the outcome. I think at the bottom of them though. Next one, we actually have another Jesus Took the Wheel one. I really like the way it turned out. It was some kind of art challenge on Instagram as well. I don't really remember what it was, but it was just like this random theme of having this thief and a kind of also like undefined time period and undefined city, just running away, and I love the movement in it. I love the colors. I love the lighting. I love the characters in the background and stuff. And even though it is quite old and I've learned a lot since then that could improve this artwork, I don't necessarily know if I could do any better now because it just captures kind of the mood so well. So I'm gonna place this above that one actually. I'm going to place it above that one as well. I don't know. I don't know. Let's just put it there for now. The next one is a piece that I did, another digital painting, and I did this inspired by the Lost Tapes 2, which is a Nas album that came out a couple years back. I kind of decided to make this artwork in the style of the cover art, and I don't like it. I really don't like it. I'm going to put it to... so it could have done better, or no. I think I could have done better. I don't think it's that bad. Like it's still fine. It's an okay painting, but I could have done better. Then this is probably one of my favorite artworks of all time. I really like this one, and it's definitely going to be up in Jesus Took the Wheel because this style is not my style at all. It never has been. It was just this one drawing that I decided to try this style out, and it just worked out perfectly. I think I captured both Nas and Big L. This is drawn from reference, by the way. I captured them perfectly. I don't know, just the style works in a way that I don't even understand, and I really like it. I think usually it would be at the top of Jesus Took the Wheel. I think I only like this other, the landscape piece better because it is more recent, and I always just tend to like my more recent artworks more. So I'm going to place it just below that for now. But in general, this might be a biased opinion. In general, it might be above that. Then the next one, I feel like I have a lot up here. Now I feel self-conscious about putting another one up there. But I really like this one as well. And it is another case of, I think this was one of my first digital environment paintings. And it is another case of the outcome far exceeded my skill at that time. So I'm myself surprised how it still holds up amongst not even for that time it was really good. But I feel like if I showed this to someone, and my more recent art to someone, they might not be able to tell which one was done at a more advanced skill set, So I'm going to place it up there as well. I think up here. Yeah. Oh damn, I should have really selected other artworks. Maybe I just selected the ones that I really like, but I think this is another one that's going to be placed up there. Actually, is it? Maybe it's just good. I wouldn't put it too very well executed. I think, see this artwork I did for another Nas album that came out, Nausea, a couple of years ago, and I kind of combined the cover of Nausea and the cover of his first album, Ometic, into this artwork. I think a little bit like of why I like it so much is kind of the history attached to it, because Nas actually reposted that artwork, and it got me like a tripled my follower amount of it at the time. Kind of got me started in getting paid for my artwork and stuff like that. Like, I got a lot of clients from it, so I think I'm a little bit biased. I don't think I actually like the piece itself that much, so I'm just going to put it to good. Where I think it's probably not. I'm going to put it at the bottom of good. Then this next one is going to be another no piece. It is me who's tried to recreate somebody else's art style and failing. I don't like the way it looks, and I don't think it's my style. I think it's way too clean to be my style, or rather, if this was executed well, like the style I was striving for was way too clean for what I actually like to do and what my hand naturally like tries to do. So I'm gonna put it in no, but on what spot? I probably like it more than those two still. Yeah. Then we have another no piece. It's just going to go straight at the bottom of this one. This is a really old art piece, but it's also, at the time, I tried to create something really quickly. Actually a self-portrait, that's supposed to be me. I tried to create something really quickly to use as an icon or something, but I knew even at the time that it wasn't good, and if I actually wanted to do something good, I had to put more effort into it. But I didn't. So here we are. Then this next one is it's going to be another Jesus Took the Wheel one. Or is it very well executed? Maybe it's more very well executed. Well, it is another one that I think exceeds my talent at the time, and it is one that I kind of drew, and out of nowhere it turned out well. And also, I think I stopped at the right time. Like, oftentimes with traditional artwork, I just go overboard and try to add more details. And I remember I drew this on the plan, and I just drew it, and all of a sudden it was there, and I didn't really know how we got there. So technically it should be another Jesus Took the Wheel one, but I'm still gonna just put it with very well executed, I think. Yeah, I might rearrange some of these at the end as well. Then we have another Nas artwork. This was a very early on piece in my career. This wasn't even Procreate. This was still Adobe Sketch on my iPad 2, with like one of the like pens that have like a iPad pen on the back of them, you know. That was what it was done with, but I think it turned out really well for that. I think it still holds up actually, and I quite liked it at the time, and I still quite like it. So I'm gonna put it in with too good, probably there. Yeah, let's put it there. Alright, I can't believe I put that above this. Oh no. And then we're finishing off with a piece of Dr. Dre, and this, I think I can put it above that one, but not anywhere else. This was also still Adobe Sketch, and another one, actually these two go well together, because it was just another one where I wanted to create something really good really quickly, and I was just not at a point where I was able to do that, and I knew straight after I finished that I should have put more time and effort into it, but I didn't. So here we are. So let's just go over this. I'm just going to study this for a little bit and see if I actually agree with these choices. It's very like polarized. Like, we have a lot in Jesus Took the Wheel, then we have a lot in good and a lot in no. I actually did not expect that to happen. And then really like not a lot and could have done better or and very well executed. Okay, I've stared at it for a little bit now, and I think I actually am not going to change anything. I think I've made these decisions, decisions. Again, obviously this is all very subjective, and this is just my view of my art. And you always have to remember that the creator of the artwork is going to look upon the artwork differently than you as a bystander might, because I know where I was at that place in time with my art, with my mindset, and with my skill set and everything, and that there's always a memory and stories connected to these do these artworks, so it is a very subjective thing, and I think it is the most subjective for the creator himself. Anyway, with that, we've come to the end of this video. It's been quite a long video, so I hope you enjoyed watching me rank some of my artworks, and do let me know if you want to see another part of this, because I have a lot more artwork that I'd like to put onto this tier list, and I think I have a lot more and very well executed, and a lot more and could have done better, and it's just kind of weird that the ones that I selected are so polarized, either Jesus took the wheel good or no. Because I don't know, yeah, I'm quite surprised with this outcome myself. I didn't know I had selected these pieces. With that, thank you guys so much for watching. Find another video you might like right here, and a playlist you might like right here, and click here to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Yeah, and also let me know down in the comments what you think, which artwork should have been where. And yeah, it was quite fun to do. I hope you'll see you in the next video, and maybe in a part 2. Bye bye.